All right. I think we're live. I hope that things are going well. Thank you for joining. Hello, Glenn. This is, we're just doing it live. And here's the thing. You may have heard of Spring AI. And it's a thing. It's moving fast. And you might have asked yourself, like, yeah, like the chat is cool, but I want a little bit more. I want to do something different. Chat is cool. I understand the chat model, but I want to do something like maybe I want to do something with like live images. I want to use AI to figure out like, hey, is there a package at the front door? Something like that. That's just off the top of my head. So in order to do that, you need to get images into your Spring Boot application. So that's what we're going to do. What do you think? My mom and dad like to watch the show. So if you're here saying hi, say hello and share where you're from. Because my mom and dad get a kick out of that. I love you, mom and dad. So here we go. Hi, I'm Deshaun. I'm a Spring Developer Advocate, and I'm going to build something. It might work, it might not. We'll take it for a spin. I've done something similar before. Let's just give it a shot. So I'm going to use Maven. I'm going to use Spring Boot 3.3.1 because it's been out for over a month. So let's use that. And I'm gonna just put this over here because I might use this later on. And I'm going to use my little service, and we're going to call this a OpenCV image webcam, maybe. Yeah, cam. Or just say OpenCV capture service. Good. Does that make sense? Because we're going to use OpenCV to grab an image from our camera. Let's see. This is. We see hey, hello. And the question says, when will we see something like Crew AI in Java? I see Spring AI, but I don't know if what is Crew AI? This is another thing with me. When you come to my house for dinner, if you leave hungry, that's your fault. Here, right now, this time that we have together when we're live, if you've got a question like that, ask it. And if you don't, that's your fault. So ask your questions. Let me know where you're from. I'm looking at Crew AI, multi-agent. Like we can do Crew AI, multi-agent crews. Like we can do that inside of Spring AI. Absolutely. Based on what I see, I just did a quick little glance. Yeah, and you know where I would go? I'm going to point you to a repository. I'm not going to get into it today, although I could. I'm not going to because I'm a little tired. But here, I'm gonna point you over here. Look at this. My friend Craig has a repository full of examples, and it's named Spring AI Examples. So here you will see we have functions, and we have these advisors, agents, different names, same thing. And in this example, if I go to source, he's got a controller, and in this controller specifically, he has this question answer advisor where he's pulling in additional information, stuffing it into the prompt, and using that as an advisor to the answer. That is one approach, but this is here. I don't need to go over this. You can find this, and also there's an example around functions. Like maybe you don't have the information sitting in a vector database. You want to call out to some third-party service. There's a great example here. And this might be something that we do tonight. So here, I think this case is using, the Disney Rides API to see how long the wait line is. So you can ingest these kind of things depending on your use case. Yes, it's already in there already. It's already ready already. Inside of Spring AI, take it for a spin. I'm going to put this repository, one of my favorite repositories, and I can also, I think, say safely, if I click here, yes, there is a book coming, Spring AI in Action. I don't think it's available. Wait, is it available? Estimated early 2025, but we can buy it now. Fantastic. So, yes, look for that. And maybe if you're following along, it's probably not a bad idea to, on this repository, hit this button, just like I did. Hit that button. Follow Craig. He does amazing things. And this is just one of them. So, Spring AI examples, let's put that into the chat so you have it in case you're paying attention. That is a plethora of great examples. And so here he's got an image gen example using generative AI to generate an image. And then here, the multimodal. We're going to do, not today, we're going to get into this later on. Because the idea, here's the short, is a long time ago, and I'll do this while I'm getting set up. So there's your answer. Thanks for stopping in. And yeah, fantastic. We're gonna build this, and not all the dependencies are here, but we're gonna just go ahead and just use Java 22. And we're gonna add a few things. I'm gonna look over here. There's ones that I add by default are, let's go ahead and add modulus. Because I want to be a better programmer, and modulus gives me some guardrails. I'm going to add the actuator because I want this to be production ready. And you know what else? I'm going to add Cyclone DX because I know that I'm going to use the OpenCV library that's been put into a Java dependency. It's been wrapped with Java. So I know I'm going to use that, and I would like to have that SBOM, so I can keep track of that other thing that's not provided in my Spring Boot release train. So I'm going to bring in this SBOM, and I'm going to bring in web for this case. And I think I'm going to bring in, Redis for this. I'm gonna hit this button, and then I'm gonna explore. I'm gonna look at my, let me go back. Let me close that. I'm gonna bring in test containers, because test containers are awesome. And I'm gonna bring in Docker Compose support. And one more thing, DevTools, because we're gonna do this live. So I think that's everything I want to bring in for now. If I want, I can go ahead and change it later. So let's build this. We have an OpenCV capture. We're going to go ahead and save that. We're going to go here, and we're going to unzip that OpenCV capture. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to move that into my pattern. com.javagrunt.service.opencv capture. And then I hope you can see this okay. I hope that font is big enough. And let's just jump in, because I told you what we're trying to do. I didn't tell you the story. The story was a coworker at Pivotal/VMware took a Raspberry Pi device and they put it over their sink, and they used AI, different generation of AI, to look at the sink and determine if there was any dishes in the sink. And if there was any dishes in the sink, it would shut off the house Wi-Fi as a way of keeping the sink clean of dishes and bugs or whatever, right? So I was like, I like that idea. Let me see if I can step it up a notch. Each person in my family here has their own VNet. Yeah. Is that the word? VLAN, right? They've got their own network. So all of my son's devices, they're on their own VLAN. My kids, my daughters, and my wife, different VLAN. So I can disable different VLANs, and an example is I could have a Raspberry Pi taking a picture of their room, and previous generation, I would do a binary classification. I would say, hey, is this room clean or not? And I have to have pictures that said, this is what clean looks like, this is what it's not. And that was hard to do. So then I just looked at the bed and I took a picture of the bed. Is the bed made or not? And I would use that as my proxy to the room is clean. If the bed is made, okay, we'll say the room is clean. But then I could do the same thing. I could shut off the VLAN for a kid's bedroom. But that's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Like, what if they move something? It's a lot of work to do. But now that I've got these incredible models, I may be able to just send an image without having to do my own binary classification. I can say, hey, are there toys on the floor? Is the bed made? And in order to do that, I need an image. I need something to feed it. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm doing step one of let me capture a live image. And I like Spring Boot. I like Raspberry Pis. I like to be able to take these things and deploy small fun stuff onto a Raspberry Pi. So this is what we're gonna do. So here's our project. I'm going to add, in order to capture the images, I'm gonna use Java CV. Let me pull that up. Java CV. This one. So this is the project. It's on 1.5.10, and it's got some example code, but this is basically what we need to do. So let's just pull that in. This is how I want to use this library. I've used it before. I want to use it again. So let's go and drop that in to my dependencies. That was easy, right? So now that I've got this library, let's take a look. When I've done this in the past, I didn't save the images. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to store at least one image into Redis. Because I like Redis, because it's going to fit on this little Raspberry Pi device, and that Raspberry Pi device doesn't have a disk. So don't tell me to store it on disk, because there's no disk. It's going to be network connected, and yeah, there's no disk there. So if it were to write to disk, it'd be writing to an iSCSI partition somewhere, and I don't want to mess with that. We're just going to use Redis. So let's take a look. I've got a Docker Compose that didn't start up Redis. Did I not choose Redis? I said Redis search and query. Let me add one here. Let me say Redis here, and then I'm just gonna do this. That works for me. Let me grab that, and hello. And I'm also gonna grab that Redis Spring Data Redis dependency here. I'm just gonna throw that into my palm. I learned it from watching you. Here we go. So now I've got Redis, I think. It should be all connected for me, which is fantastic. I don't think I've put anything here. It gave it an application name. That's okay. So now what do I need to do? I think I have a base, like this is the start. It just takes us a little bit to get here. But one of the things I like to do, I like to rename these because that's silly. We don't need that. And this is a convention that I do. Wouldn't it be nice if I had some kind of recipe that did this for me? Yeah, it would. And there's my application. Is there anything else I need to do? Let's do this. No, not that. Let's do this. Let's start that up. So it's going to go pull down Redis and start it up. You know what else? I will leave it. We'll leave it for now. Fantastic. And right now, our app's not going to do anything, but because it has web, it'll have an actuator endpoint, so we can hit it and make sure that it's running. So let that start up. And we'll see that, fantastic, it should be connecting. Nope, it did not. Oh, because it was trying to use the embedding, and we don't need it to use the embedding yet. Let's get rid of that. I don't need that. I'm going to use Redis for something slightly different. So let's refresh and restart. No problem. We're doing it live. This isn't prepared, clearly. We're gonna go and we're gonna keep moving forward. So I'm up and running. I'm gonna hit my lowest 8080 at actuator health, and we're good. I'm happy about that. So I'm up and running. So now, what I want to do is I want to do this the right way. So I'm gonna make a new package, and this is my, we're gonna call this capture. That's the feature that we're developing, and inside of that, we are going to make a new. Just call it capture controller. How's that? Nice and easy. And I'm gonna look over here at a previous example. Please don't judge me. And I'm gonna make this a REST controller. And I'm not gonna make it public because it doesn't need to be public. And all I want to do is I want to, when I hit this endpoint, I want to take a picture. That's what we're gonna do. And I don't even need to mess with it, right? I should just be able to like copy to start. I'm gonna copy some previous code so we can go a little bit faster. So, and then we'll take a look at it. So here, my code says, hey, we are going to have a response body. We're gonna turn a byte array request map. Do I want to do that? I think we'll leave it like that. And I put it on the /live, and maybe I should put it capture to keep it simple, or to make it match. And yeah, so when you get this URL, it's going to return an image JPEG value. This is from the OpenCV library, where we're getting a grabbed image, and it's going to grab from the first webcam. So all of the, again, I've got some background here, but all the information that you need to know is here. I should probably put this is the library that we're using. Let me throw that in. And I know that I have a problem when I've already done something. Sometimes I need to step back and remind myself, like, hey, not everybody's done this before. So here, I'm using this library. I've used it before, so I kind of know what goes in place. I had some example code to look at, and I just pulled that in, and we're looking at it. So I know the defaults. This is going to, I should probably put it here, I should say, grab an image from the default webcam. And it's going to return it as a byte array with this media type so that we can see it in a web browser, for example. And I'm just reminding myself, here's device number 0. Fantastic, grab or start. So I've got more than one device here, but I know that my other devices on this machine, one is my phone, and I haven't set up the security permissions to access my phone as a external capture device, but then we'll just grab it. So start the grabber, grab the OpenCV, use the OpenCV frame converter and convert it to the mat. And then we have a grabbed image. We're using that converter to convert the grabbed image. Then we're using Java 2D frame utils to make it a buffered image. That works. And then we're turning it into a byte array output stream. Now here's the difference. What I was just doing here is I wasn't saving the image, and I'm going to maybe save that image. And I had an example. Actually, I think I have it on another computer. Of what I wanted to do, because I was looking at this before I came down, and I saw it, and I was like, yeah, let's do that. And that's why I'm here. So let me go peek here and see what I was thinking. I was thinking that, hey, I want to take that byte array. Let's make sure this works first. Before we go on that, let's make sure this works first. And I'm gonna just restart this app. And I think that if I go to /capture, and this will be weird because I've got a live stream here, but I'm gonna restart this app. And I think that if I go to 8080/capture, it'll grab an image from my default camera, device 0. Let's see. And this is the whole point. This is really all that I want to do. Localhost 8080 capture. All right. So it says, hey, do you want to allow? Go ahead and allow it. So that's not good. Let's take a look and see what happened. Could not read frame and start. Oh, it's probably because I had to give it the permission first. So let's just try it again. There we go. Wow, so I was able to grab the image from the same camera. And man, it sure knows how to like capture the worst, I guess. So that worked. So fantastic. Now I'm capturing an image from a camera device, and this device 0 will be the exact same on a Raspberry Pi. If I've got the Raspberry Pi webcam, that'll work. Oh, look at this. Oh, the music is a bit loud. Thank you for telling me that. Let's see, where is that button? Thank you. That's it. This one. How about that? Oh wait, I think that song is fading out, maybe? Or did I turn it down all the way? Let's see. Let's see. But Pink Emma, I'm glad you're here. Very glad you're here. And I am going to see if I can fix this music. I appreciate it. So it is better. Okay. Good. Okay. So here we go. Thank you. Thank you for that. I appreciate that very much. And I think we're back. So now here we're live. We were able to capture an image that works. Now I got options here. If I'm using these images and I'm wanting to do something with them, I want to process it. Do I want to do it on the edge? Maybe. So what we're going to do here is I'm not going to go the extra step of using the image and connecting the AI, but I think I do want to save that image. So let's try. Let's see what we can do. We're just going to base64 encode it and throw it into Redis. That shouldn't be too difficult, right? And I'm thinking, do I want to go this far? Yeah, let's go ahead. So let's do this. We want to get a string back from code byte array. And what array. And what I'm going to pass in is byte array. Is that it? I think that'll work, right? Encode to string. That'll work for me. And then here I've got this pop a stream 2 byte array. Before I do that, I can say byte array. I do that, and then I could say, hey, let's. I didn't make a repository. I didn't do any of the Redis bits yet. Let me go look at another example of how I might do Redis. I should have an example of that somewhere. So I want to do it easy. I want to make it easy. Let's put it in here. And let's make a image repository. Sure. It does not need to be public. And we want this to sense repository. and we're going to have it string. I'm looking. Maybe we should try this. We can have a image record. Yeah, Redis image. And that is going to have a string checksum and a string encoded image. I'm taking leaps and bounds here. We have an image. This is going to take a Redis image. The string. Is that right? Is that what I want? Oh, I know. I can't do this. I can't do that because I can't use records with Spring Data Redis. What about the pass OpenCV stream to Grafana? What about to pass OpenCV stream to Grafana? I want to understand more. Tell me more. I feel like I've done something similar. I have. I didn't do it, but I followed another example where I had the video, the live stream video showing in my Grafana dashboard. I think that's what you're talking about. Let me remember where I saw that. So you probably already have done that. Oh, look at this. Everybody's in here. Mr. Todd Libby, hello. Welcome. Oh, it looks like I need to boot somebody here. Please hold. What did I do? How do I boot that? I don't remember. I'm looking. There you go. And done. All right. Baby steps. So we're here. Todd, I'm glad that you're here. All that we have done so far is I went down this path and I really didn't think it through on how I wanted to do it. So I'm gonna back out. I don't need to do that. I'm gonna not do this. I changed my mind. I'm allowed to do that. Baby steps. What I have here, I'm not even gonna do this. We'll go ahead and do that too. Done. So this is all I want to do. This is it. Baby steps, small wins. Yep, this is all I want to do. I wanted to get an image that I can use later on to tie into my AI. Right, I've got all these options, and you know what I'm gonna do instead? I'm gonna use this, but I'm gonna glue some things together, and I'll fix it later. But I'm gonna stop here. What I've got is, let's run it again. Let's rerun it. I have an application that uses Spring Boot, and it uses the Java CV library to capture an image, to grab an image from device 0, right? That default webcam that you might have set up. All of that's taken care of. I didn't have to do anything. Here's the code that I didn't even write this. I copied this from another project, and we're all set. Easy peasy. So now the result is I can go to localhost 8080 capture. And because I was thinking like, hey, what might we be able to do with all of these cool AI things? So what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna say save image as capture. Cool. That's a JPEG. And what I'm gonna do now, earlier in the stream, I said, hey, I've got some great examples over here. Let's do this. But we're gonna do it a little bit different. I believe if I go here and I say Spring Project Catalog List. Uh-oh. Oh, I messed up. Oh, wait, what? Okay, use Java 3.0.3 Iberica. And let's try that again. Fantastic. I have Craig's project catalog. And what I'd like to do is I'm just going to make a new one. Spring. Actually, I'll do this. I'll do Spring Project List. Type prep multimodal. And let's see if I can find that multimodal example. See if it's in his project catalog list. And there it is. So now I just want to make a new project. Effectively, all I'm doing is I'm grabbing his multimodal project out of this repo to create a new project. So I'm going to say Spring Boot New Spring Multimodal. This is the name of the project, multimodal example. But I want it to be based on Spring AI Multimodal, this project of Craig's. So I'm going to get all of his code, I'm going to get all of his stuff, and I'm going to get it into a new project called multimodal example. So now I can go to multimodal example, idea, and now I've got Craig's example. Except, and I think I know what's happening here. I've looked at this example, I haven't ran it. He's got these wonderful examples that are very consistent, easy to look at, easy on the eyes. Questions, is getting an upgrade to IntelliJ the only way to integrate that into IntelliJ? Is getting an upgrade to IntelliJ the only way to integrate that into IntelliJ? Integrate which? Oh, integrate Spring Boot into IntelliJ. No, like, you have this Spring CLI tool that you don't need IntelliJ for that. And there's plugins for IntelliJ. The community edition, I think the plugins work just fine. And also for VS Code, there's plugins. I haven't used them in a while, but there's plugins so you can get all your Spring Boot stuff integrated. And I'd be happy to work with you on that. But we're gonna take this for a spin. We grabbed an image. And what I want to do, I'm gonna call it capture because I think that's what it's called. So let's go here and let's just bring it in. So that's gonna live here, and I'm gonna say, hey, let's move that image that we capture JPEG. Let's move to source main resources capture.jpg. Done. So now I should have capture.jpg. And I should have this thing, but this is using OpenAI. Oh, and it's on 3.3.0. I'm a little bit embarrassed. So let's bump that up. I think we can do that safely. And down here, we can see that we're using OpenAI. So what I have to do is I've got to fill in some values here. I'm going to do it this way, nano, or I'm going to say touch. I use durenv, and I think that I have a key somewhere. I'm gonna try not to put pink M is here. I'm gonna try really, really hard to not put my keys on the stream. So bear with me. Her diligence has improved my vigilance, like me trying to make sure to protect my stuff. She's a constant reminder to protect your keys and rotate your keys. So let's see if we can find project catalog. See if I've got a AI. Do I have? I do. And I will show you what I do. This is how I make it so that I can do stuff on stream, but without exposing the keys, hopefully. Yeah, it might happen. But what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna say, hey, when I come into this directory, I want you to look up this OpenAI key from my Bitwarden. This one. I wanna use that key. We'll see if it still works. I don't know. We'll see. So then I have to go dir and allow. And I gotta type in my master password. And that didn't work. Okay, let's try that again. Dir and allow. Look. I don't know what my password. Oh, maybe I need to do this. BW sync. Maybe. I don't know why this is. Okay, that's not working. What else can we do? How can I make this happen easily? I'd be more inclined to use the CLI then. Yes, I like the CLI. The CLI is awesome. And fun fact, the Spring CLI that I just used, also made by the same person that really created the Spring AI project. That's amazing. I would like to have my OpenAI API key, and I'm wondering why I can't do that. Let me see if I can do it this way. Ugh. I have no idea what's happening, so I can't get that. But I really want to do this. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna close this, and I'm gonna hard code it in there. I'm gonna go copy it. Uh-oh, I gotta type in my. Oh, is that why? That I need to have that logged in? And I'm not sure if I'm typing. Nope, that's not it. I'm not sure if I'm typing the right keys. I don't have keys on my keyboard. I'm not great at typing. This is to help me type. So here we go. I want the open AI. So I'm gonna copy this. And I'm a little nervous. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just kind of throw it in there. It says, my friend, who to run open this in my computer. I don't know what that is. So give me one sec. I'm gonna go do this fun. I think I was in Java Grant. And I'm gonna throw it in there, hard coded. And I'm nervous. I'm very, very nervous. I don't know if it's gonna work anyways. So let's just do this. Let's slide over here. And let's try to prevent. Oh, that worked. Let's try this again. Clear. and allow. All right, let's just hope. Let's hope that it doesn't show up somewhere. We'll bring that back. And now I have a key. Wait, it's not the right one. I didn't name it right. I want this. I'm going to change the name here. I want you to grab the key from this value that I just threw into my context. Thank you so much. I appreciate your faith in me is going to help me muscle through this. So we think that we have a key. We think we have an example. We think that we also have an image to ask questions about. So this is what it looks like. What we think is going to happen is that when we start up this application, we're going to ask it a question. In his example, he said, what day should I run or should I wash my car? So we can do that. And we're going to see what kind of questions we can ask about this image. So let's see if it runs. Will it run? I don't think I have anything else to do. Let's find out. Let's run it. So what we've done, we use the Spring Boot app to capture an image. Oh, it's for 8080. I should probably go stop the other one. This one. Let's stop it. You don't need to run. We used Spring Boot to capture an image using the Java CV, OpenCV. We have that image, and now we just threw it in here, and we want to see like, hey, maybe we can glue these things together at some point. And we're gonna use Spring AI to call. In this case, it's OpenAI's GPT-4o model, and yeah, let's give it a run. Like, what could possibly go wrong? I'm gonna just copy paste this, and we're gonna ask like, is there a person in the picture? Maybe just, what do you see? How's that? Like, let's just see. Oh, okay. So what happened? Let's jump back, and it says, hey, root cause cannot retry due to server authentication streaming mode. Oh, so I didn't set up something right. All we did was take Craig's model. So now this turns from a feature demo to a troubleshooting demo. This just happened. So let's take a look. I expected all of this to work. I cannot retry due to server. Oh, you know what I bet? I bet you my key is no longer valid. Which is totally possible. I tend to use local AIs more often. If you joined last night, I was using Olama to interface. So let's just go to OpenAI, and let's see if I can just get another key, which is not a bad idea anyways. If I can remember how. I think it's api.openai. I don't remember. There, we can log in, and we'll see. We'll see if I can just generate another key. How hard could it be? Settings, perhaps. I have an organization ID. Where do I get my keys? Project. General members of screen. Profile. User API keys. Hello. Project API keys. So I have a video pipeline key that was last used on May 15th. Let me see if that matches the one that I've been using, because it might not. And I am afraid. It looks like that's the right key. It looks like that's the right key, or a valid key. So maybe that's not the problem here. Let's take a step back. Error while extracting response. OpenAI chat model. Do chat completion. Why is it? Everything looks right. Did I break it when I did this? That shouldn't be it, but I'm gonna try it anyways. Oh, you know what? I need to make sure here when I run it, I need to make sure that it's grabbing that property. I think that's the problem. And then, nope, in our terminal. There we go. This looks better. This looks better. So Spring has a streamer mode. Spring AI can allow you to stream. So what we saw here was it said, hey, send that query, get the response. I have an alternative approach. I can say, hey, send the query, and instead of waiting for the long response, I can have that response be streamed back to me. So this says, the image shows a person wearing glasses and large headphones. The individual is in a room with closed white doors in the background. To the right, there's an arcade cabinet with the title. This is crazy. The person is wearing a bright orange shirt and appears to be sitting on a black and red chair. Well, that you tell me. Like, that's can I zoom? That's what we fed it. That's what we fed it, and this is the response that we got back. So now let's step it up a notch. Let's just go. Let's ask, like, is the room clean? Does this room look clean? Because this is, again, going back to the story that I said earlier, is like, do I really need to do all this classification work, or could I simply use these models? Yes, the room in the image appears to be clean. The background shows a video game machine, a chair, closed doors, all of which are tidy and free of clutter. Okay. This is interesting, and I'm going to be a little bit vulnerable here, because I'm going to take a picture of what's really going on in this room, and we're gonna do that. All right. So Todd says, I'll have to look at the Spring CLI on Monday's stream. Fantastic. I would love an invite. I think I answered that question. Here, the 1xx status for the stream, I think. Does it generate alt text for the, I mean, you could, that answer, that could be your alt text, right? Like, can you generate alt text for this image, please? I mean, a person wearing, like, that's it. That is the alt text. Now, so this would check the box for me. So for those of you who don't know, Todd Libby is amazing about accessibility. Like, that's his expertise. He's a SME. So Todd, I'm going to ask you, while I have your attention, does this answer, would this be a valid alt text for this image? Does that check the boxes? Yes. Yes. Nice. That works for me and is accessible. So I think what I just heard is here's a really, really powerful and valid use case for the pieces that we just put together. Grabbing an image, using an image for whatever, but just giving an image alt text. Yes, valid indeed. Well done. So, Todd, if we're ever looking for a lightning talk, lightning talk right there. Spring AI to improve accessibility. Boom. I mean, I'm just have your people call my people. This is cool. So this is where I wanted to get to, but I still kind of feel like I need to do like one more like tiny little thing because it's me. I'm honest. I'm gonna take a picture. I'm gonna do it on my phone and I'll send it and and I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed, but I want to know if it works. So let's take a picture on the phone, and we'll zoom back so you can see all of the clutter. Oh, you could probably see it on my phone almost. And let's send that. I'm gonna share it up here. So sorry about this is taking a while. This isn't like high production quality stuff, but this is cool to me. I'm giving you the pieces to do kind of a next level of AI use case. So I'm gonna send this up to the box. I'm gonna send it from my phone over to my computer. It says it's sent, and that's this one. So let's take a look at it. Sorry. That's what's really behind. That's what's really behind me. You can see the Mortal Kombat and all that, but this is what's really behind me. This is what it looks like after I've been traveling for a few months. This is all the things. So let's export this to a JPEG. Export. I want a JPEG. All right, let me just call it room. Because here's the thing, I want to be able to use AI to see if my kid's room's clean. Remember, everyone in my house has their own VLAN. So, if this works, I expect that this will tell me that the room is messy. So, I want it to tell me that it's messy. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna say move this downloads room. Where did it go? Maybe I didn't put it in the downloads. I put it in the desktop, maybe? Yeah, desktop. To source main resources. So now I have a room capture. Let's stop our application. Hello. And we're just going to change it a tiny bit. This is a good question. How to validate if the alt is correct. So I get asked this a lot. I get asked, how do you validate a generated thing? How do you make sure that it's not a hallucination? And I've heard a lot of really interesting takes. But one that is kind of an easy one to do is to ask another model. Hey, does this jive? Is this what that image looks like? Does this summary describe this image? So just flip it around and re-ask. That's one approach. Or you can ask another model the same question and see, does it validate that response? But this is something, because it's non-deterministic. I might not get the same answer all the time. So you can't just do like a word for word, boom, boom, boom. But good question. Again, we're just scratching the surface. We're just getting started. The cool thing is, Spring AI makes this whole journey a whole lot easier. We're doing really, really cool things that took a lot of work just a few months ago. That's a really, really good question. So I am changing this to this room capture, and I'm going to ask it the same thing. I'm going to restart it, and now it has my key and it'll start. So yeah, thank you first of all for being here. This is fun. We're scratching the surface. We're doing some really small things. All I wanted to do was show how we can start to pull in images with Spring Boot. I can use Spring Boot to do interesting things. I did something similar when I was over at Redis. We had this example like, hey, where do I find one of these? And you take a picture of the thing and have it do like an image match against a Redis database. So this concept is interesting, and now we're taking it a little bit further. So we restarted it, and now what I want to do is I want to say like, hey, like, does this room look clean? That's it. And you know what else I want to do? I kind of want to just say like, just give me a Boolean, yes or no. So first I'm going to do it this way. I want to see the answer. And then I think that if I just change it to a Boolean, it'll actually give me back yes or no. Let's see. I hope that it says no if this is a mess. So it's sending my room. No, this room is not clean. I fooled you once. I'm not going to fool you again. No, this room does not look clean. There are various items scattered on the couch, electronics, cables, a tripod, and other miscellaneous objects. The floor also has bins and bags with items in them, contributing to the cluttered appearance. The overall impression is of a space that needs organization and tidying. That is exactly right. I'm a hot mess. This whole thing is a mess. What you see in this little square is it's fake. It's not real. I showed you what's real, and the AI knows it. I'm not fooling anybody. The AI knows. But now this project of I want to put a little Raspberry Pi back into my kid's room, and I want to, there's a ton of projects, and actually Craig Walls has a bunch of these really interesting projects that we can do where we can start to talk to the computer. They can ask like, what time is it? Set an alarm. And we can build a little personal agent on this Raspberry Pi, but also I can have that camera checking out their room and saying like, hey, is this room clean? That's it. I can take a picture. As simple as this. And I don't have to do anything else. And I can say, is this room clean? And if it's not clean, I can shut off their VLAN for all their devices, whether they're Wi-Fi or plugged in. This is so much easier. This is so much easier. I'm just saying, I'm that dad. Sorry, I'm that dad. We'll see. I mean, if I do launch that, you'll be the first to know, because this is cool. And I've done it before. Like, I didn't leave it on. I owned it. My Raspberry Pis, I prove it, and then I'm on to something else. But this is cool. This is really easy. So now I just want to do one thing. I want to just change this Boolean. And let's just restart it. Because all I want, I don't need to know why. Just, is it dirty or not? String, let's go back here. Return new answer. Oh, so it's got the content. There's a way to do this. But I don't know off the top of my head. And that's okay. Hello. Actually, no, I want to do that. I want to go one step. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna look it up. Actually, I should just do it here. Because all I want to do, I just want the thumbs up or thumbs down. So where's the best place to look? The best place to look is in the docs. let's go take a look. Let's look at this since we're using one. And we're using OpenAI. Structured output is what I want. Oh, it's not as easy as I remember. Right, so this, I saw this model. Oh, yeah. I have to give it the template. Right, I do know how to do this. Please hold. All right, I know whose code to go look at to see an example of using the template. Because all I want is it clean or not? I don't need all the other stuff, right? And I think I have that. Actually, I could do it. I could say answer and then in. So then here, I want to say, I'm not going to do a question. I'm going to go ahead and remove that because I'm on a mission. Anyways, I'm on a mission. You're not passing in a question. The question is, this. Is this room clean? Yeah, that's it. Is this room clean? And then the content, I'm going to change it to an entity. Entity of answer. Yeah, I think that's it. Right, answer. I got a string. Chat client prompt user. I passed in the text. Oh wait, because I'm multimodal here. Oh, I might not be able to do this. I might not be able to do this as fast as I want. But this, let me check up. All text should be clear and concise, and just as long as the image is conveyed clearly and concisely, you are good to go. Fantastic. Watching you at the gym and enjoying your stream. Thank you. Well, this is, I really, really, really appreciate that feedback. This is fun for me. I love my job, and this is cool. I wanted to make this really easy, but I need to do more work. What I want to do is say, hey, just, is this room clean? Passing in this image, right? Passing in that image. And I want to make the call and get that entity back. And why is it not? Oh, wait. I can just do this. Here we go. let's try this again, because all I want is the room clean. And it's saying, hey, here's my answer, and it knows, is it clean or not? Let's see. Let's see. And if not, if it doesn't work, that's okay. I know where to go to get help. It's running. I didn't change the type. Sorry, I want to do this to get mapping. And I'm going to restart it. Because it's just, all I'm saying, is this room clean? Because I'm going to connect these two things that we did. The live image, and then the, is it clean or not? So here, let's go check, and let's see. Here, that's not the image, but we're gonna go ask. Localhost 8080, ask. It's sending the picture up to OpenAI. OpenAI is gonna analyze it, and no, the room is not clean. Is clean, false. We did it. Like, how cool is this? Is clean, false. Shut off the VLAN. It's as easy as that, folks. Like, I can't do all the work for you. But there it is. So this is fun. A little bit over an hour. I had a blast. We did it. And there was no like plan here. It was just fun to get out. I had an idea. I did some Googling, and here we are. We did a stream. And what did we do? Let's just review. I'm gonna stop this. We're gonna do it one more time. We made a little app. First, this capture service. And we could glue them together. Right? I could glue it together just like this. Oh, I'd have to convert that. Yeah. But we're not gonna. We started this thing. It's gonna grab an image from my camera. Let's just run it and make sure that everything's still working, so that we wake up tomorrow and we decide to do something with it. Hey, cool. And then we go to /capture. You can. I'm gonna give it a thumbs up here when I hit this /capture. There we go. We got the image, and now we can save that image. Save image as capture happy. And it could be an image of whatever. But then we went and we sent that image. Again, it was a hard-coded image. We went to this multimodal example that we got straight from Craig, and we just hard-coded it in. I could put that image in. And we can do that, I guess. Just as we're gonna move this downloads capture happy to source main resources. And then we're gonna instead of saying, hey, is this room clean? Is this person happy? And we're gonna do capture happy JPEG, right? And then we're gonna run this one. So let's go make sure the other one stopped, so we don't clobber our ports. And this is it. We can glue these together. I didn't think it through, but I know that I can glue these together without a whole lot of work. Let's start this up so we can connect to OpenAI and we can ask it the question. And the way that I've been framing like AI and these different LLMs is they're just a database. They're a pre-populated database that we can query and we can, manipulate a little bit. So my little ask here, it's similar to a query. When you're using Spring Data, you do a query against a table, select star from table. In MySQL, you change a driver and then you're talking to Oracle, select star from table. And Spring Data makes it easy. Your query looks the same, you're doing the same kind of stuff. And that's the same thing here. If I go and I switch my dependencies from OpenAI to Ollama, cool. I change a couple of properties, which one I'm calling, which model, etc. Then I can do it. But effectively, again, that's the metaphor in my head. It's working for now. I'm just asking that database, that AI model, some information. So is this person happy? So let's go ask. Refresh. Yes. That's it. That's all I need to say. Yes, this person is happy. And that's right, because this person uses Spring Boot, and Spring AI makes this whole thing really, really easy. So yes, this person right here is happy. That is true. That is a true fact. I think this AI knows some things. So that's it. That's all I wanted to do. We just connected some dots. I would love for you to connect the dots. We did come up with one, like, I think a really powerful use case around accessibility. I'm going to say it one more time, accessibility, because my friend Todd Libby was here, and that might be something really valuable, right? This might be a really good use case for some of the things that we're doing. Hello, sir. How to open this use in my computer? I would. You want to do this, I think is what I'm hearing. You'd like to do this exact same thing. I showed all the steps. We started with start.spring.io. We pulled in some stuff. We got some example code. And then we added Java CV. We added this project in order to capture images from a webcam. And then we grabbed Craig's example, his multimodal example, and we changed a couple of things to use that image that we captured. Those are the steps. If you'd like me to redo that in a more like hands-on way, maybe that's a good idea. Maybe that's a good idea. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to leave a comment. It looks like you're on YouTube. Leave a comment on the YouTube video and say like, hey, I thought I'd like maybe a workshop, a tutorial on how to do this. Instead of just like a high-level overview with an example, maybe you want a step-by-step guide as to how to do what we just did. Put that in the comments, and that'll be a reminder to me when I'm not tired, and to my teammate Josh, and maybe that's something we can do, because this was fun. And it was cool. It didn't take much. And then maybe next time we'll just glue them together instead of having two separate apps and do the save file. Let's just capture it. And hey, is this person happy? Is this room clean? It's not. That's what we're gonna do. Oh, yeah. I can put this. I can put this on GitHub. Yeah. Fantastic. Yes. This is a good. So let's go through the steps of putting this on GitHub right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put both projects on GitHub, and yeah, let's do that. So let's stop this. I think that's a great way, right? We're having fun. They might go away at some point, but where should we put them? Let's put them here. And let's do a new one of these here. And we're going to say this was like the OpenCV capture example. From live stream on July 2nd. Oops. And yeah, we'll do that. And this, we're gonna make it. I want you. Oh, we'll do that afterwards. Here, and then we'll do this for that OpenCV one. Yeah, because that's the least I could do, right? Where did I put it? Did I close it? Oh no, I'm in it. So let's go here. Close here. Get status. Get in it. Get status, get add rm.envrc. Oh, I'm in the wrong project. I want to be in the capture one. Where did that go? This one. Let's do this. Get init. Get status. I think we can add. Yeah. fantastic. And go. What happened? Get remote, get push. Main does not match any. What did I do wrong here? Oh, commit. From live stream. Origin. There we go. So that one's there. And then, boom. Let's go here. And this was fun. And you know what I'm gonna do? Watch this. So your Fifi, you're there. I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna capture this from the screen. There you go. So now I have that image, and I'm gonna use that image to go with that repository. So bear with me. I want to save it. Preview. And then let's export. File. Export. Repo image. Done. And we're going to put. Oops. I'm going to do that. And we're going to put that somewhere. There's a place to put the image. Right. Somewhere. Default brand, social preview, template features. Wasn't there like an image? Oh, here. Upload image. Desktop. Repo image. There it is. Now you're there, and thank you for asking. And we're here. Did that save? We're good. So now we're here, and that image will be associated with it somehow. I want to add a license. Where's the license? Because I want you to use this. I don't need these buttons. Where is where's the add license? I think it's in settings. Does anybody remember where the add license is? I don't remember. I apologize. I should know this stuff. I should know this stuff. I'm gonna get rid of those. And I can always come back to it. But I want you to use this code. I want you to do it and take it for a spin. So we got one done. Let's go and do the other, the multimodal one. I removed my envrc. We're gonna make another repo. And we did this, and this is a Spring, Spring AI multimodal example. And this is also from live stream on July 2nd. Done. I'm gonna do it this way. I'm gonna add this Apache license. I'm gonna say create repository. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab this and I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna say get a repo clone Java. Nope. What did I call it? Spring AI multimodal example. Whoops. Oops. Get a repo clone Spring AI multimodal example. So now it has the README and the license in there. And then I'm going to say .cp. I'm going to just move // multimodal example star to here. So now I have all the stuff. I can do get status. I say get. Wait, why did it? Oh, because I pulled that in. Yeah, that's fine. Get status. Get at and I'll get ignore. I don't want it to have target.idea.mvrc. Get status. Get add dot. Get commit stream. Oh, and I put the pictures in there, so that'll be fun. So yeah, that all of the code is there. Did I get the .mvn directory? I don't think I did. .mvn. Get status. Fantastic. So now both of them are there. There's both of the examples. We can connect it, and I can go and I'll add the stream stuff later. But now this one has the license, and now I totally stole that from Craig. So I probably need to go back and fix that. I want you to use this. I need to go talk to Craig. So I should probably remove that license because I don't know if that's allowed. Let me do this real quick. So I totally stole it. Where's my button? Delete. Let's delete that. Let's circle back. But I want you to use. I want you to do these things. All right. Welcome. Why did I not do it? We'll come back. We'll figure that out. But I want you to use these. This was fun. So hopefully you can do this. I want you to figure it out. Thank you so much for joining. And you the USA cybersecurity. Sometimes I want to ask questions. That's what I'm here for. If you come to my house for dinner and you leave hungry, that's your fault. If you're here, this is a live stream. That's why we have the chat. You can ask questions. That's what we're here for. And in fact, watch this. This is me, and I think these are all the places that you can find me. So you can reach out any which way. I'm on all the places. And on Mondays I do a show similar to this. We don't do as much code, but if you want to stay current with all the things that are happening in spring, you come to spring office hours on Mondays. There we go. This is fun. I appreciate all of you for hanging out. And Todd, it was absolutely good to see you as well. With that, I think that we'll call it good. It was a fun show. This guy is happy. This room is not clean. I hope to see you again soon.